Hello and welcome to Yoga with Catherine. Today we're going to be doing shoulder flexibility and mobility. I surprisingly get this question a lot. How to improve shoulder flexibility and mobility. First and foremost, I want you to know that our shoulders are quite tricky to, it's difficult to lengthen the surrounding muscles, and we also need to have strong surrounding muscles around this joint. Our shoulder actually moves more than any other joint in the body. So our body really wants to protect it. That along with the hips. So it is quite difficult, and I want you to know that doing push-ups and doing exercises that work the shoulder and the surrounding muscles are really going to help. But along with this routine that I'm going to be showing you, you'll really get there really quickly, and you'll start to notice a lot more mobility and flexibility in the shoulder joints. And I do want us to use blocks. You could technically do this without blocks, but these are really going to help. So we're going to start off in child's pose, but since we are just focusing on the shoulders, just bring your knees together so that we're not really thinking about the lower body here. And you're going to bring your blocks out in front of you, and then aim for your elbows to be on the blocks, and then you can kind of just shuffle as need be. And then I really want you to focus on drawing your chest down towards the mat, and of course that's going to be down into your knees. And you should feel it if you're really pushing, almost like you're pushing your elbows away from your body. And you can bring the tops of your hands to the back of your neck if you'd like. You can keep your arms up, whatever feels deeper to you. But just kind of push until you feel that stretch in the shoulders. And if you really don't feel it here, if you have super flexible shoulders, you are going to have to open up your knees here just to create more space. Totally up to you here. Just opening mine a little bit more so that my head can fit. There we go. And then just rest your head on the mat if you can. And with each exhalation, see if you can draw your chest closer to the mat. So we're really opening up there. And breathing is really important when we're trying to improve flexibility specifically. Sorry, my dog's barking. Just ignore her. One more deep breath here. And then as you exhale, simply just straighten your arms out in front of you and then draw the chest down towards the mat again. So you're keeping your arms on the blocks, just creating a little bit of a different stretch here. Deep breath in and a big exhale out. Beautiful job. All right, so we're going to come all the way back up and then just bring the blocks out to the side of the mat here. And we're going to come down to our stomach. And then what I want you to do is place your forearm on top of, let's do the right side first. So right forearm on top of the block, and then your forehead is on the mat. Your left arm is beneath your left shoulder. You're going to kick your left heel to your booty, and then you're going to lift the left leg up and over until you feel a really deep stretch in the front of your shoulder here. So if you feel like you need to push it a little bit forward, that's okay. For me, I needed to lift it up a little bit. You do want your elbow to be in line with your shoulder. Sometimes for me, the leg feels weird, so you can also just straighten it out. The main thing is just lifting the left hip up towards the sky until you feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder. Remember to keep breathing, deep breaths in, big exhales out. Deep breath in, big exhale out, go a little bit deeper. Beautiful job. Let's unwind. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left arm on top of the block, right hand beneath the right shoulder, kick right foot to booty, and then lift up and over so you feel that deep stretch. And you can be really wherever you want to be here. Just as long as you're kind of lifting up the right hip, you'll start to feel it in the shoulder. And this is also really deep, so just be gentle, be careful. Just especially if those muscles are really, really tight. You could even do this without the blocks if the blocks are too much. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. And then unwind. Let's come all the way back up. Push yourself up. And then you'll bring your blocks in front of you here. And then once again, we'll just bring the forearms onto the blocks. Just kind of shuffle. I do a lot of shuffling with my blocks, so just ignore me there. And you can actually bring your fingertips together. You can interlace them. You can have your hands out on either side of you. This is going to be very similar to pincher. Now, if you've ever seen pincher, you've got your forearms on the ground and you're doing like a handstand situation, but with your forearms. Now I want you to know we're not going to do that, but we are going to come to a dolphin variation, but just lift it up onto the blocks. So I like to interlace my fingers and then just come into this position and draw my chest down towards my knees, I mean. Now you can keep a nice deep bend in the knee, and honestly that might even take you deeper into the shoulder stretch, totally up to you. But if you do want to add that hamstring stretch, then you can simply just straighten the legs until you feel it in the hamstrings. And this does require quite a lot of work in the shoulders. This isn't a passive stretch, but we do want to do that for strengthening purposes. So know that if you're feeling like this is some work, that is normal. Make sure that you are drawing your chest towards your knees. And you can kind of experiment like opening this up a little bit, see how that feels. But I do find it a little bit easier when I'm interlacing my fingers. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Last one. Exhale, release. And then let's slow it down. That one is not easy. Okay. Now we're going to bring the blocks behind us. And almost like you're kind of tanning on the beach. You're going to bring your bum forward, and then just bend the elbows a little bit. And you're just going to open, lift the chest up towards the sky, tanning on the beach, lifting your gaze up. I want you to feel this in your biceps. Try not to round the spine here. You really do want to lift and lengthen through the chest. Make sure that you're feeling it in the front of the arms here. Another deep breath in. Big exhale, lift the chest even more. One more breath in. Lift and lengthen. And then release. Come back up. And then the last thing that we're going to do won't require any blocks. I want to do eagle arms. Now, to be honest with you, I actually don't love eagle arms. But what we're kind of doing is just stretching on the outside here, and it's just a great way to get into those muscles. So I don't love it. Like I typically don't actually teach with eagle arms. It's very uncomfortable. I find that I don't enjoy it personally when I'm in a yoga practice, but as a stretch, I feel like it's much better, much more enjoyable that way. So bring your arms out in front of you like this, 90-degree angle, bend here. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And then we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left, and you're just going to kind of bring the left arm towards your center, and you should already feel a stretch right here, especially drawing that left shoulder down. And if you feel like you can go further, you can wrap your right hand around your left and then lift your elbows up. So you want your elbows to be sort of in line with your shoulders here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Deep breath in. And exhale, lift. And then unwind. Whew. I don't know what that sound is. Okay. All right, moving on. So bringing your arms back here, left arm's gonna go underneath and then really just bring that right arm over to the center. If you feel good here, stay here. If you wanna go a little bit further, then we're gonna do that little wrap. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Deep breath in. And a big exhale out. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, release. Whew. Shake it out. Your shoulders should feel pretty good, pretty stretched out right now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you had fun. Let me know in the comments how this felt for you. Please do like and subscribe. A lot of the people, or a lot of you guys that watch, are not subscribed, which it stops my videos from being able to be pushed out pretty much. So please do like and subscribe. If this did help you at all, I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.